would you do me a favor? So everybody come to the middle, because I feel all the energy is spread out. And so in the middle, maybe front row or the second two rows or in the chair. So that's good. Thank you. Okay, that's great. Now I feel connected. See, it's changed everything, right? Okay, good. So when you are sitting and meditating, I was giving you little instructions. Okay, focus and focus on your breath, watch your thoughts, observe, So when you do that, did you see some changes happening in your mind? Did you see any changes, something happening? Or nothing happened? Or the same crazy mind? Same monkey mind? Anything?
There's certainly the awareness, the recognition that I wasn't there anymore.
In you, okay, you are, that means, wandering around, okay, that's good, that's a good observation. Sometimes people don't see that. So anything else you experience? Yeah?
Yeah, when I remind myself, or when you remind us to return to the breath and focus, I get to actually appreciate for a moment how strong the wandering thought itself is, because once you realize you're wandering, you have to sort of pull yourself back, and you don't really notice the energy that your thoughts are carrying with them until you try to sort of pull against them a little bit.
Okay, that's good, thank you.
I think that the one thing is that you don't make judgments on your thoughts, or don't try and repress them. I think that it's like he's saying, it's a tough thing to be in the middle of a thought and to sort of pull back into the moment. But it's also important to say that it wasn't wrong of you to be thinking. And so to come back is good, but it's not bad to go thinking.
I understand. Anything else? Okay. Yeah?
I was just going to say that I noticed I had like a crazy monkey mind, but because of how you were guiding to like be judgmental free of that and just to accept it and to not be attached to it, I was able to not beat myself up over having a hyper mind, and which is good because in the past I would have felt like I failed at meditation, but instead I just noticed that I have a lot going on.
Yeah.
And it was okay.
Yeah, that's good. In that content, I can see you are doing something good. Okay, we can say something good. Now my question is it beneficial? I can say something is good, nothing harm, right? Whatever you said is nothing harm. It's not harmful. But is it beneficial? Now I'm asking these questions. What kind of benefit do you get?
I came in and I had a serious headache. It takes me a few minutes. I have a slight headache now. So I was concentrating on this headache bad. So I'm trying to
Okay. Okay, that's good. Anyway, yes, of course, when you do this, we have some physical comfort because we are so calm and focused, concentrated. Of course, that's one of the benefit of doing that, doing that exercise. We get some kind of physical comfort. I'm totally agree with you. Anything else? Yeah, okay.
I think it reminds me how much control I have on everything. I always think that I feel like we don't have control over
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Anything else?
Kind of gives you permission to calm.
Okay, that's a good thing. So, okay. So, why I asked this question today? So, every day, maybe many years, myself and maybe you all, we all are practicing this kind of exercises all the time, which we call meditation. My concern is, do we get enough benefit? What you are doing is perfect. Perfect means good, right? What you are doing, these exercises, these practices are really good. So I'm asking now, do we get enough powerful, deep experiences into our deeper realization with this exercise? Why I say that, I can see when you come to the temple or wherever you go to meditate, so always you experience calm state of the mind, which is wonderful. Then we go back to your real world, then you lose it. Then you go to another exercise somewhere. Maybe no need to have a temple too. You go to like a massage. You go to other physical or mental exercise. Then you feel the same experience. One young man who come to the temple, he asked me, I don't see, what I do on a regular basis and what we do at the temple, there's a big difference. I asked, what is that? Then he said, he's using some substance, like maybe medical marijuana or something, I don't know, So when I use that, I feel the same thing when I come to the temple. You know what I mean? So I feel the same calmness, I feel good. So when I come to the temple, I feel the same. When I do that, I feel the same. Then I keep coming to the temple, get it? I'm keep doing the same thing to get it. So you can see how what people are looking for, that mental calmness, or another little easier word, mental relaxation we are looking for. I think better than nothing, which is good. I like it. That is the experience you want as meditation? I was questioning. Or you need a little bit go to the depth of the practice. If you do that, if you want to do that, how? That's my question. If you want to do that, how? So this is my explanation. Today I realized this, and I'm always being in this field, not just teaching to people, same time it's become a part of my practice and my realization too. I realized the biggest issue we have in our mind, our biggest distraction is pre-judgment. Prior judgment, sometimes we can say those are memories. Those are our previous memories, previous experiences. Some may be dealing with some situations and the people, whatever in your life, whatever you experience. So having that conditioned mind, everything when we come to this meditation, everything realize in this parameter, around that, experience. So then you decide, I decide this is right, this is wrong. And then that experience, maybe it is not true. But I believe, because it's my experience, it is true. Whatever is true to me, it is not true to you. When you say something to me, then I am go against that. Why? That's not my experience. So this because of this preconditioned mind, it is like a thick curtain. thick, like a wall. Very difficult for us to go to the other side of the wall. Why? We are believing this. Those are, I call, frames. Those are frames. Maybe they can be rituals, they can be some belief system, however you experience with your parents, maybe cultural experiences. Because of that, very difficult for to go away from those mental conditions, to see ourselves freely, without any condition. It is very challenging for us to break this habit. What we are doing now, we all want to exist this world. Being in that experience, we handle our life. Come to the temple, meditate, listen to a talk, go home, then go to work tomorrow morning. Again you get distracted, again come home, again come to the temple, again listen to the talk, again doing the relaxation. Keep doing. There is no that much benefit. But I'm telling you, what we are doing is still good. That's why I said better than nothing. But we have to understand what happened in this preconditioned mind. I realize my biggest issue is I'm attaching to those. Now what I am trying now, how I am going to let go those preconditioned experiences. Then what will happen? I felt so free. Then I felt so detached. I felt less worries. I felt the less sadness. Does it make sense now? Because everything is preconditioned. We put that experience like a life experience. When you detach from that with deeper realization, this is what's happening in our life, I think you become best, good, perfect meditation practitioners. Then you enjoy your life. Now think about having that preconditioned mind. So then things happening in your life. Somebody say something mean to you. Then we call wrong speech. Then we talk about the wrong speech. He shouldn't say this. Why he behave like this? We always talking about what happened. We always talking about outcome of the activity. So then we are attacking to the outcome. We get mad with that. We get mad with the person. We mad with the experience and situation. Every day we are doing that. I think we never get the solution. Why? Same behavior keep happening in the world. Now I am asking for you, when somebody says something mean, when you get upset, no need to attack to the person what he said. What I realize, I have to go inward. I have to look myself why I feel hurt. Does it make sense? Why I feel hurt. That's what I have to look. Not about the person what he or she did. We have to address it different ways. But if I want to take care of myself, I have to change that perspective. So then I have to see my senses, listening to that person, looking at that person, how I react. That's the problem. If I can separate from that whatever I see outside and myself, then I am free. Then I am not attached. Then I am not worried. So this part is very difficult and challenging for us to this separation. Why? Our nature, our condition, preconditioned mind always go talk about last moment, what happened at the last. That's what we talk about and discuss and get upset. But we don't know where it is coming from. There's a story. So, I don't know, maybe it's this very ancient Eastern story. It says, when we throw a stone, or something, throw something, what dogs does? Dogs run, chase it, and bite it and peck it and do something. That's the nature of the dogs. So then this, the saying say, then something, coming, somebody something throwing to the lion. Lion is not going and biting that. What lion does? I never experienced with a lion, but this is what I heard. Lion is always looking where it is coming from. This makes sense? Lion, so I am asking, be a lion, not the dog. But don't see, I know dog, you love dogs, right? I do too, right? I'm not discriminating the dog, right? I just try to use, don't look at the situation, what happened outside. Look at the problem coming from, where it is coming from. Then you become free. So now this is enough. Then I feel you are meditating. Otherwise, just sitting in the cushion, hours and hours, go to 10-day Vipassana retreat, being silent 10 days, doesn't make any sense. I know some people called, I am doing lifetime my practice, but same annoying, difficult people. I can be one day like that too. This is how I am living my life. So I am asking you, be a lion. Why? So don't attach those prejudgment. There's a Zen story. This Zen story said, there's a father and son. Father loves this young man, the boy, teenager, always protecting only son. He go to work. One day, when he come home after work, somebody took him outside, burn him to death. Even cannot recognize. Then there's kind of, the human body burned. Cannot recognize. Then he was thinking, he was sad and upset. Then whatever remained, he make a little, like a necklace, he's wearing it, honoring to his son. Because he sees something outside. Then 2-3 years later, he's, stay in the home and doing things, somebody knocked the door. Then he is kind of, at night, he doesn't want to open, he has, who is there? Then he said, Dad, this is me. I'm home, I'm here. Now this father having that remain and walking around like a necklace, because of his free judgment, he was thinking, no, he's gone, I saw it, I experienced it, it's burned, you are lying, you are maybe, what is called, like, ghost. You are like a ghost. So my son is gone. Now even I am wearing his remain. Then the son was keep trying, finally he left. He lost the father. The story says, somebody kidnapped the child, then they burned something else there, and cheat the father. But father believing, my son is gone. Because of his prejudgment, now he cannot find, the even son is returned home, he doesn't want to accept. This is a Zen story. Now I'm asking for you, looking at this situation outside, don't make the decision. So I think we have to go backward and look for where it is coming from. And I think that's the best way to understand about your own practice. Otherwise it will be very difficult for us. Why am these things I'm keep telling people these days? Because sometimes people are so attached to this sitting and coming to the temple, which is good habit. That habit also become a kind of annoying habit if you don't go to the depth of the practice. Now I am asking you, while you are sitting, after you are calming down your mind, so go backward and not look at what is happening outside of the world, go backward and see where it is coming from. So then you experience inner peace, inner beauty. Any questions?
What you say really speaks to me because I would say that the big benefit of my practice doesn't come while I'm sitting on this.
Exactly.
And I hear what you're saying about the preconceptions, being aware of it, being aware of where emotional things come from. Not that it removes them, but simply being aware.
Yeah, aware about that.
It's useful.
Yeah.
I'd say that's
Yeah, you are correct. The sad part of this, I am not telling I am perfect. Whatever we experience, meditation also become a kind of pre-judgmental experiences. We experience something, that's what we talk to people. Then everybody pick the same thing and they're carrying the next generation. So we need people who can understand even a little bit of the depth. Then we switch this and turn into the different direction with our practice. So these days I'm keep talking to a couple of people, try to share these experiences with people because I really think I want to make another generation understand this whole mental practices with our meditation practice. There is a different level we have to go and see this preconditioned mind. Otherwise we are kind of, always easygoing, come to the temple and meditate, sitting in the cushion, light the candle every morning. I meditate, I chant Om. We are very spiritual, the incense is burning, my house is so smell. That's what people call, life is so spiritual. But that's the craziness. I call that's a craziness. Don't misunderstand. That's a craziness. That means we try to walk away from the reality. Those are kind of beginning kind of exercises get into the path. After that, kick everybody out and be free. Be free yourself. But I'm asking you, don't do it tonight. And so maybe you are not there yet. Still keep doing it. Sometimes I'm keep, every morning I light the candle. Every morning I offer some water to the Buddha. That's how I grow myself. But I know just doing that, that's not my practice. Why I do that? Gratitude. Thanks, Buddha, giving me this beautiful teaching to me. Because of your guidance, I am free. I am thinking, I am gaining something good about my life. I can see right after I turn into 50, my life going totally different dharma practice. I can see. I don't know, the 50 is a good age to realize more deeper things. I don't know what it is. Maybe I don't know how you experience being, people are in 50. And so I don't know. I really like my 50. I really, good turning point for me. So, one day, one of our friend and student who come to the temple, my first day, Bill Reddy, I said, Bill, I can see, some changes in your practice. The 17 years later, I can see you're doing wonderful. I'm so happy when I see that. Then he said the same thing, Bhante, when I listen to your talk, you change a lot. See, how wonderful that. I change a lot too. Why? My practice, your practice, their practice, everybody's practice changing every single day. We are not the same people. Okay? So what I'm asking today, let's summarize. Not just sitting on the cushion and practicing meditation, it's not enough. Change your perspective. Look for where is the problem coming from? Not what you see outside. Don't look at that. If you want to look at that's perfect. But looking at that, you can looking at back. But when you're looking outside, we are 100% focused on the outcome. But I think after you experience the outcome, you have to go backward and see. That's what we have to do 100%. What lion does. I'm asking, today you are a lion. Go home as a lion. Okay, like that kind of mindset. So thank you so much for this evening. And so go home and have a good night's sleep. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So Saturday, our biggest annual fundraiser for the temple. That's the way to support our temple. And so still we have, this year will be slow. I don't know, people are waiting for the last minute, but we cannot wait for the last minute. We have to do lots of preparation. And so if you cannot come, please promote and tell people and, ask, come and join for, so the Taste of Sri Lanka. Okay, it's a nice night with good food, home cooked meal. And also, another May 18th, we are doing our annual Buddha Day celebration. I want to support to local businesses. If you have a massage therapist or counselor, if you are doing any therapeutic work, or if you want to give a little ad to our annual booklet, right? It is a really good way to promote your business and also support our booklet. That booklet going all over McHenry County, and we're making a couple of thousand copies. And also we are taking this, when I travel around and all the monastics. So I really appreciate, I have all the information sheet about it. So if you want to pick one, okay?